All right, rock stars, here we go. Part 2 of a 3-part series. Last time we talked live with Dustin Collins, who 4x'd his sales process. He laid out a success path for finding top talent, doubling his A-team, and we talked about the 3 R's. Managing multiple hats without sinking into chaos, and how your cash flow and your profits follow your calendar. Today, we are going to rock the house. We're going to show you how Dustin was able to level it up, okay, step by step. How he was able to move into a bigger commercial space with his business via hiring better people, a new hiring system for profitable contractors, how to never underestimate the complexity of your contracting business and the reason they call them skilled trades, and how this ties directly into your hiring process. I'm going to give you the 3 core areas needed for an efficient hiring system in a very specific order, and it's not what you think. The single most important trait in attitude to look for when you're hiring, and how to know when to level up as a business owner. We're going to also cover off what got you here isn't going to get you there. And, to just make sure you like and subscribe, if you got anything out of this, if you want to chat, if you want to take these details and apply them to your business and get the help that you need and get a plan to overcome any obstacles, register below for a chat with one of our contracting experts, and we'll see you on the flip side. Until right now, this very moment, contractors have always been on their own, not as tradespeople, but being alone and knowing how to take their business to the next level. They call us working class, they call us blue collar. They say that we don't have the smarts to become the business owner that we're meant to be. That is such bullshit. You have the ability. You're more than any of that. The question really is, where do you get the insights that you need specific to contracting to systemize your business so you can get your profits to pay for your freedom? I'm Andrew Houston. I'm going to show you how to make more profits, how to get more control, how to get more freedom in the simplest, quickest way possible without any of that bullshit. Welcome to the No Bullshit Podcast for Contractors. Listen up, level up, and if you learn something, like the video, subscribe to the channel, change your business, change your life. So you moved from out of the home office into commercial space.
Mm-hmm.
How big of a, how did that feel?
Good. We're moving again. So we grew out of it in a year, moving into a much larger space.
Wow, dude, love it. Okay, congratulations. So
yeah,
see, guys, understand that. And you guys have heard this before. Maybe this is your first time listening to this podcast, but your profits pay for your freedom, right, Dustin?
Yeah.
Right. What does that mean to you?
Well, you're not worried about, are we going to collect a check in time to pay everybody? I mean, there's a system in place to help get a better handle on that, to where it's not all stuck in your mind, where, it's the stuff that keeps you up at night. This is something that you get systems and processes in place where you have more than just you looking out for these different things. Jace brings me a report every week that kind of shows us these are the invoices that are going out, and we should expect to receive these. That kind of stuff is huge. And a lot of the guys we have are not guys that we went out and hired a accounting professional and hired, professional estimators. I was actually able to find guys that I knew from other relationships, but I know had the character and the personality and fit the roles that I was looking for, and kind of, decided I think I'm better off finding guys that have the right personality to fit this role and train them up that way. And a lot of the training we've been able to, resource comes through you guys. We have our guys, new estimator coming on, and he's watching video after video and just learning everything from the clients to the understanding the margin markup and profit and where things need to be. And
it's so good.
It's
so good.
It's a game changer. So that stuff gets out of my mind, and I know it's in process now. It's being taken care of. So
you actually have a hiring system, right?
Yeah.
So everybody understand that one of the biggest challenges, so we talked about defaulting our time, huge, okay? But in order to get things out of our head into the hands of other people, there's those steps, some of those steps we talked about. There's a lot more than that, but there's those core steps. But you got to have, at some point, it's got to go to somebody. like an actual person. Okay, we're not doing, and this is the other thing. If you do get help from other people, make sure that they understand this world of being a tradesperson. Okay, I'm fucking telling you. Okay, because somebody doing some online, checkout widget, what they don't understand is there is actually and I'm not going to fluff it again. The no bullshit podcast. There's a lot of complexity, man. First of all, people don't fucking understand what a skilled tradesperson knows. They don't even understand what do you mean? What skill? It's not skilled. It should be skills tradesperson, because the amount of shit that somebody needs to know, whether it's skilled tradesperson or not, but especially the moving parts in a contracting business, man. You've got to order the material. You got to schedule the guys. You got to make sure you get the people with the right skills. So you got to get the right permits. You've got to make sure that did the material get ordered? What's back ordered? What, guys, like, it goes on and on and on and on, right?
Yeah.
And again, no matter what freaking contracting business you have, that shit has to happen. Otherwise, you don't have a business.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we go to hire people, it is so critical that we have a process. Okay. So you've gone from 9 to 16, right? Mm-hmm. Oh no, you went from, didn't you have 6?
Yeah, 6 to 15. 6
to 16 people. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what would you say, actually, before I ask this question, everybody write this down. There's three core areas that you need to make sure that your hiring system addresses. It needs to everybody needs to have, and it's in this order. Anybody can challenge me all day long. I love being challenged. Number 1, they have to have the right attitude. Number 2, they have to have the right fit with the team and with the clients and with the suppliers. Okay. When I say team, a lot of people go, you mean the employees? No. Is not your suppliers part of your team? And if you don't think that way, I'll tell you right now, that's a problem. Your clients are part of your team. Okay. So attitude, fit, skill set. What are you talking about, Andrew? Skill set's the most important thing. Oh yeah? Right. No. Why? Why is that the case? Not the case.
Skills can be taught. Character can't. So character is something you have, you don't. You can develop and grow in character, but if you've got somebody that can't communicate with clients, can't sell, that you have any type of trustworthy questions, that stuff's just not worth dealing with. So you've got to have guys that have solid character, a great attitude, guys that are positive. This is not, if you've got a downer attitude, this is not a career path you would want to be a part of. We're learning. We still come across, big challenges on jobs, subs that can't meet schedules, or even, we just had a framing crew come down with COVID. And so now a job's pushed out 3-4 weeks, and kind of looking what that a couple of years ago, that probably would have freaked us out, trying to find another framing crew and all of this. But, you look at the ripple effects that does in a cash flow when we expect to be at this point. And anyhow, a lot of that is, it's so much more manageable now from with the training and the skills we have, and with the guys with the right attitudes, just knowing, okay, you can start to see things for what they are rather than dwelling on issues. You're looking for solutions. You're looking for, okay, can we get another guy in there? Do we want to get some of our guys there to take care of it? We've got guys that are capable of doing every part of the job from start to finish. However, we run subs, 70 to 80% of the time. And so we've got guys that are some of the best skilled guys that I've ever worked with. We've got a phenomenal team, and we're capable of doing that, but we typically run 6 to 10 projects at a time. And so they're spread out doing other things. It's
huge. Okay. So around attitude, fit, and skill set, I'm going to prove this out. Okay. This is the kind of stuff I just love, dude. I love this. This is a great freaking podcast. Okay. And I don't give a shit if anybody else doesn't like it. I'm loving this because this is the real stuff, guys. Okay. So again, all you listeners out there, pause it. Go back to it. write things down, take this shit back to the business. A lot of these tools and templates are free, guys. If you want to get some of this stuff, I'm serious. Like, I'm here to help. We're here to help you guys. So with that being said, here's one of my points. One of the core purposes of being a champion CEO is to get the business to run profitably more and more without you. So that your profits can pay for your freedom. Profits pay for more people. Profits pay for systems. Profits pay for you living the lifestyle you want, and also being able to pay your people what they're worth, if not more than what the local area will pay, right? And now, with that being said, think about attitude, fit, and skill set. In order to create something of that nature, even if you hired the right people from a skill set perspective, if you were to go head to head with another team, it's the same business head to head. And just think this through, everybody listening in. You as well, Dustin. So their skill set, okay, is say it's higher than the other team. Now, the people with a higher skill set, their attitude is like, I know it. I don't need to know anything else. The fit with the team is like, yeah, I'm better than the other guy. I'm better than the other guy. Okay, so that's the attitude. Now, they go and we hire this group, what's called Group A, right, with higher skill set. Now, Group B, they've got lower skill set. Now, and Group B's attitude, though, is like, you know what? I can always better myself. You know what? There's a lot for me to learn. You know what? I can solve problems, and I have people around me that can help me solve problems. The fit with the team is we're a team. Together, everybody achieves more. We're a team that's cohesive. We're a team that has each other's backs. We're a team that, you know what? We're not going to say fucking, oh no, I'm not supposed to be climbing ladders. I mean, no, man. Even the office people will fucking help out. Whatever. Okay, we're able to be diversified.
We do that.
See, dude, I know this shit. I love it. Okay, here's the difference. That attitude and fit, their skill set will improve. For how long? Forever. Yeah. They will catch up to that other team, and they will annihilate them. As a matter of fact, they can annihilate them with lower skill set, because the synergy of them working together cannot be compared to an individual. It's the way it is.
That's a word I use quite a bit too, is just that synergy, working together. Guys that have the ability, or at least know where to go. That's something else is all of our guys know that we can get them whatever they need. If it's knowledge, information, tools, equipment, supplies, whatever, through communication, just letting us know. We've got guys, tradespeople, contractors, retired professionals, people that we can reach out to for questions in any scenario. And so if we don't know, it's having the humility to say, okay, that I don't know, but I know where to find out. Go get the information we need. And as guys are working together, they absolutely move faster, more efficient. They enjoy what they're doing. There's a ton of contractors in our trade that will puff themselves up. They're full of knowledge. They may be phenomenally skilled at what they do, but they can only work by themselves. They can't fit in a team environment. And all day long, what you're saying is, you get a team that can work together, and they're going to run circles around the most skilled guys out there. Because those really skilled guys that know that and understand that, they don't play well with others, or they become the type that are directing, everybody else on their crew to do this, do that. And even semi-skilled laborers, that gets old after a while, unless that person has the heart to teach them and raise everybody else up. So even our project leads on jobs know that part of their job is training the guys under them, and as they can take their knowledge and their skills, and the new guy that's making, 12 or 13 bucks an hour knows that he can train from the guys that are making twice what he is. He's excited to come and learn new skills. And all of our guys know that we're going to pay them according to the amount of weight they can carry. If they become more skilled and we can put more responsibility on them, that's going to equate to more pay in the long run. So there's that incentive for everybody to grow and learn and teach. For the guy that's leading that job, if he can teach the laborer to take on more skills, do more work, that's going to allow him to be more efficient. He's going to be able to give higher value tasks to these laborers that are going to be able to grow. And it's kind of that whole, a rising tide rises to everybody. They all achieve more. We get through jobs faster. Guys are able to make more money in the process. So
let's just everybody pause. If there's one part of this podcast that I want you guys to go back to, it's what Dustin talking for the last couple minutes or whatever. I'm going to tell you why. Dustin, I want you to go back and listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mindset, everybody, of a champion CEO. You see, he gets it. Okay? Now, I got to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Most owners of contracting companies, and I use this analogy all the time because this is one of my favorite players, Wayne Gretzky. Okay? They're the Gretzky. They're really, really good. I'm not going to fluff my feathers, except because I know the reality. I'm still fucking good at building automation lines. I could do that right now because it's in me. It's natural. It's in you, Dustin. Like now, you can have owners of a contracting company that don't have a background, but it's even more important for them to have a fucking great team. Okay, but the net I want you to get when you go back and listen to the language of this. And this is one of the biggest things I want you to get out of this podcast is that, I talk about what got you here is not going to get you to where you got to go. Mm-hmm. So when we look at, if you're listening in on this and you've struggled to delegate things, you have in your mindset that there's nobody out there that can do it like me. Where you've given stuff to people, they've dropped the fucking ball. It's cost you money. It's cost you clients. It's cost you fucking, some people, marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going, come on, Andrew, give me a fucking break. Understand the difference. The difference is that you need to have already tested and measured and proven and working systems, whether it's the hiring process that Dustin used, whether it's the fucking Monday morning meetings. Oh my God, meetings are a waste of time. No, they're a waste of time, dude, because you don't know how to run a goddamn meeting properly. Okay? Mm-hmm. And if you keep thinking to yourself that you're going to figure all this shit out on your own, you're going to keep getting the scar tissue, opened up and fucking salt on the wound of like, oh man, nobody's good out there. Oh, there's nobody out there. Oh, I can't find anybody. That's fucking bullshit. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's bullshit. And you know what? We can get so far by doing it ourselves, but it eventually catches up to us, either on the personal, on the business, health, you name it. So understand what the language of Dustin is so critical for you to understand that everything we've talked about defaulting your calendar, that's a system. Mm-hmm. Hiring, it's a system. Mm-hmm. Structure, it's a system. Like what? It's a system. You've got to go beyond you. And your team has to have that mindset, and you have to hire them with that system to find the right people with the right attitude and fit. So that like Dustin, you got your estimator listening to videos. Now you tell me honestly, be straight up. Call my bullshit if you think it's bullshit. If you and him listen to the same video, the exact same training, at the exact fucking same period of time, you're at one end of the building, he's at the other end. Mm-hmm. When you guys come together, are you going to get out of that the exact same thing?
No, I think he's going to pick up stuff. I'm going to pick up stuff. Again, we like to circle around this stuff and keep bringing it in because we're growing every time. And there's a lot of times like, I may get stuck on something and realize how important that is to implement. And depending on where he's at, he's growing things. But what it does do is we're both on the same page where we kind of have a plumb line that we're both coming together towards.
Good
It's
analogy.
that goal. We're both, moving in the same direction, and company wide. I mean, so our project managers, all of our guys are hearing this stuff and involved. Mark's listening to stuff probably more than I am, which is just something we've been able to have him do, and there's so much value in him doing it because Mark's one of the general managers overseeing a lot of what we're doing, and he's one of the guys that my leadership style is a lot like we run the teams. I want input from guys. If I ever tell them to do something and they've got a good reason to, question it, I want to hear it. Let me know. I'm okay with guys bringing up questions. There's a lot of times, when we're looking for solutions, I'm asking these guys. It doesn't always have to be my way. I am going to make the decision and we'll go in the direction that I believe we need to go. However, gathering that information, give me all I can get. Give me all the ideas we can get, and we'll figure out the best solution.
Totally, man.
So Mark is phenomenal at this stuff, and there's been several times he'll, can I challenge you on that? Absolutely. Okay. And a lot of times I'll, if he's put that kind of thought and time into whatever the scenario is, I trust him. He's very capable and he's knowledgeable at what he's doing, and he's paying attention to this stuff. So I know we're going in the same direction. We have the same goals, and
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you think about this, everybody. A couple of principles we just covered off. One of the principles is don't limit yourself to thinking I need to find the best skilled people. I'm going to tell you right now, you want to amplify your ability to find and attract and keep and retain and create an A team. Do not hire the highest skilled person. Hire the people that have the best attitude and the best fit with your team. And mark my words, you guys know it. Most tradespeople watch sports or have played it, and even if you haven't, you get the idea, right? You can go back in history time and time again, where the underdogs win the game. How the fuck did they win the game when the other team has a $200 million fucking team? The other guy's got a fucking $50 million team. How is that possible? How is it possible? Because they've got the right attitude, they've got the right synergy, and their combined skill set dominates the other team. Okay, so that's one thing. So that's going to help you guys with your hiring. Okay, definitely have a hiring process. Okay, we want to have a couple of little things in there. Yeah, I'll just give it a couple of tips. And Mark, definitely watch that. Dustin, watch that training with the team on the structure organizational process. Okay, is that when you're looking at employees, okay, look at them as an investment, and sharing more information is, and I know it's tough, man. I get it because you've been burnt, the salt on the wounds. Okay. That's why you got to get these processes in place. If there's something specific you want, again, click on the link. You're going to be brought to, I believe there's a contractor tips group. You get in there, post your fucking questions, guys. We'll give you as much insights as possible. Like, hey, how do I find people? How do I do this? Right. But you want to have an application form of some form or nature. Why? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, people aren't going to fill an application form. Well, I'll tell you fucking what. If people are not willing to fill in an application form, Dustin, how well are they going to follow your policies and procedures?
Yeah, it's not worth your time.
Right? Okay. So that's a couple of tips. Okay. So you've been able to manage and double your business. I should have probably said this in the beginning. So maybe I'll do a little wrap up, on this part. But during COVID,
yeah,
how's that possible? Because here's what I've been hearing, and then I'll just shut up. Oh man, it's COVID. We'll talk to people, and they're like, I don't know, I don't have time for this. Things are, things are slow. You don't understand because it's COVID. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Our clients are fucking growing like fucking crazy with this shit. So talk to the audience listening in that's thinking that COVID is it's the end.
I think it's a mindset. If you believe it's the end, then so be it. Initially, we did get slowed down to where we had to lay some people off. That lasted about 2 or 3 weeks. I think the longest anyone was laid off was about 3 weeks. We were able to bring them back, and we used a lot of that time to get stuff in order, get trailers gutted, stocked up, ready to go, using that time to grow. We still had projects that we were able to do. We took on maybe smaller projects than what we normally did. A lot of the people, some of those big projects that were pushed off in April are now coming back to us now, where it's going to keep us busy all winter long. And some very, very large, we've got a couple, 7-figure projects that we're looking at breaking ground on here in the next couple months that are probably would have started sooner. A lot of that stuff got delayed, but we changed up our game to be able to continue keeping guys busy. It wasn't we adjust rather than kind of throwing in the towel and sitting down and waiting. When we were able to bring guys back, we qualified for one of the PPP loans they did here in the States. That was awesome. So now we're paying guys, and we didn't have the same big jobs to send them out to. And that's when, great, let's pay guys to restock our trailers, organize stuff, organize our shop, get everything dialed in. And so we were able to keep guys growing. And then as things began to open up, and as we took on maybe a bathroom remodel or this, some other small projects, we were able to, get guys going. And then it's been ramping up, and it hasn't slowed down.
Dude, it's just amazing. Now, I know we've talked about, we're going to wrap this thing up in just like 2 or 3 minutes. Are you cool with that? Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, thanks for listening to part 2 of a 3-part series. Part 3, we are going to dive into how to hack the job site cheat sheet, how to incentivize your employees to work harder, faster, and with better quality work. The one thing that you need to be doing every time to start your job with your estimate. And if you're not doing this, you're going to end up with like a chicken with your head cut off, okay, on your job sites. So make sure you like, subscribe, and if you need any extra help, there's a link in the description below on how you can book in a chat with one of our contracting experts to take these insights, these strategies, these tactics that are working for Dustin and thousands of others into your contracting business.